Okay, this is just a very quick, shorthand, no-nonsense way of getting Blackboard Collaborate Ultra started. So go to your module, go to Site Tools, and it's there, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Will load up. Create a session. I'm going to create a session now, just to start now. And I'll have it so it finishes fairly shortly, because this won't take long. So all I'm doing is putting a start and an end time. The session's normally open 15 minutes before. I really don't mess around with any of the settings. I've got to give it a name. Okay. Test or demo or something. Okay, save that. Now, when I was in there, what I could have done at this point, what I will do, is get a link. Now, you can get students to look at Blackboard Collaborate in the Blackboard site. I've just found it much easier to email them a link and say, just click on this link, and it opens directly on the mobile phone or tablet or whatever they're using. So I just take that link and I'm just going to email that to myself. This is just the way I do it. Just bear with me. I'll just email that to myself. You don't need to. Okay, so the email's turned up. That's the email. All I have to do, all I do is I open that on my mobile phone just to verify that what I want to come through the Blackboard Collaborate is what the students are going to see. So I do it as a sort of an extra check that the speaker and the sound is working fine. So I'll just park that there for a minute. Go back to Blackboard Collaborate. Here, you just click on this, select options and join session. I don't edit anything else. So it loads up. Okay, so I'm the only one in the room, that's expected. Now, down here is your control panel. From here you can just set up your microphone. Just check everything's working. So I'm working off a podcaster microphone which is connected, and you talk into it and clearly it's working, so yes, it's working. It'll do a quick video test. I'm working off a laptop, so there's working as well, that's fine. Okay, now the important thing here is you've then got to click that open so that the students can actually hear what you're saying. So this is now sending sound to the session. We want to share some content. On Florian's video it was a bit more complicated. I found the easiest way of doing it is to share a file. So I'll just open up a file. It works with PowerPoint and PDFs. It doesn't work with Word documents. So just open up a file. Okay, so all I did then, I clicked on Add Files. I clicked on the presentation that I wanted to open, and it uploads it and then converts them both into a suitable format for going into Blackboard Collaborate. So we'll work on this one because I've worked on this before. So you can click on that one, that bit, and click there. So you just highlight it and then click Share Now, and it will come up on the screen. If you click on slide number 1, it will come up with slide number 1. And then the first slide should appear in this window. Okay, so now we're just working our way through a standard PowerPoint. got a little pointer finger there, so we can point away at that, and the students will see that little pointer moving around as you're talking over it. So you've got everything set up there. It's entirely up to you. Here is share video, so that's just going to give the students a little icon of me somewhere on there. So that's just showing it's working. That will appear down in the bottom corner here, so you can see me. I don't always do that, so sometimes I do that. Okay, so we're on our PowerPoint. Let's get to slide 1. I normally start these start off 15 minutes before the start time anyway for these to get started. Before you start actually giving the presentation, click up here and just click on Start Recording. So this session's now being recorded automatically. Okay, so you're going through your presentation, you're talking, hopefully all the students have logged in. Now I've just sent that email link to myself, so I'm just going to log in on my iPhone. So I'm currently just logging in now. So you probably can't see, but if you look down in this bottom corner down here, that's what my phone's showing at the moment. So I've clicked on that link, I've opened it up, I put in my name, I'm just going to click on Join Session, and that'll take me straight to the session. Now this is where we can see there it says Neil iPhone joining, that's me joining, and now we're going to get a load of feedback. The most important thing you've got to tell the students is they've got to allow the microphone, access to the microphone to be able to hear you. It's counterintuitive, but say, would you like to have access to the microphone? Click on Allow. So I've just clicked on Allow, and then that's going to, this phone can now hear what I'm saying, and you're going to get a lot of feedback now. It's like a little delay, but I use that as a little check just to make sure that the students can hear what's going on. I'm going to close that because the feedback gets appalling. Right, so at least I now know that the sound's going to my phone. I now just go through my presentation. If students ask a question, it will pop up on the side of the screen. So it'll basically pop up and students will ask a question, and then I normally just answer the question. But those questions at the moment don't seem to pop up on my record screen. I can ask questions as well. Go into here and I can do, especially if they can't hear me, I can type can you hear me, and they often reply with no. Okay, so that's a fairly useful little tool. You go through your lecture. Imagine I've just done my 2-hour lecture. We now finish off the lecture, click up here, stop recording, close your session, and since the session's still in progress for another few minutes, the video doesn't appear, but in a few minutes time the video will appear just here. So in the Blackboard Collaborate box it's saying that there's no scheduled sessions, and that's because the one I've just done is finished. If you look back in all the previous sessions, you'll find the ones that I did earlier. This is a test that's apparently still in progress, should have finished a minute ago, and this one is now basically uploading the video file from a few minutes ago, and that's going to appear in here. What you have to do is go to this little bit here. You've got your recordings, and that's the recording. No, it's not. That's the one from earlier. So in a few minutes time your recording will appear. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 10 minutes. Now if you just click on this, and the students will be able to see this, they can just watch it now, and this is a tutorial from earlier. And if you go to this bit, you can get copy link and just copy that link and email it to the students. Especially if you're on something like PSP2 where they might end up with hundreds of videos uploaded from different people doing different tutorials. What I just tend to do is take that link and just copy it out to the entire module and say this is the lecture from earlier. But as it is, the video that we just recorded has not arrived yet. Okay, you can't see it, so it's not on the screen, but the time's currently 9:19. that was started at 9:11. It's 3 minutes. So basically about 4 minutes after the video finished, it appeared in this folder. So you sometimes go back to it and think, oh, no, it's not recorded. But then if you just close everything and go back 10 minutes later, your video's there waiting, and you can send it out to your students. When they get used to it, they'll be able to find these files fairly easily for themselves, and they'll know when the session was. But at the moment, I'm just sending it out to groups of students who particularly need it. Okay, that's about it. That's as much as I do.